From the Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Dale and Scott.
Dale and Scott. Scott and Dale. How come you're first? Is it alphabetical?
I don't know. I didn't make the thing.
Been doing it that way since the beginning of time. Hey, we're a day late and $1 short this week because of the July 4th holiday. Dale,
we are not $1 short.
No, we're not That's true. Dale got a little lucky yesterday at the Palms Casino. We went over there. I was looking forward to going to the Shag store, forgetting that they're not open on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. But then we had
some. It's a shame because I really want I think we should get that book, that coffee table.
We got to get that book. So great.
Yeah.
But I hope he signed some extras because he was there last week and we didn't go because it was in the evening and we don't like going out in the evenings very much. Mm-mm. But anyway, Dale used his free play and he won what, $1,800?
No, 13.
Oh. 18 sounded better than 13, Dale. Anyway, so we're $1 short and $1,300. No, a day late and $1,300.
This is why the show takes fucking 50 minutes.
All right, are you going to complain about that every week? Hey, at least we don't have a fine to pay. But I read in the newspaper yesterday that after a media blitz warning the public here in Las Vegas about the fact that fireworks are illegal here, except for little booms and sparklers.
Yeah.
Metro Police report they gave out 53 citations for illegal fireworks on Monday and Tuesday. Or no, I guess it was Sunday and Monday.
They didn't get them all.
They obviously didn't get them all. They also confiscated anything that they found. $10,000 fine.
That's what you get.
$10,000 fine. It's not worth it, folks. Plus, Las Vegas is ready to go up in flames because it has not rained here at all, ever.
Right.
For a long time. People do stupider things than fireworks, Dale. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Did you see this story?
I did see this story. And I've actually seen this truck. This is not like a new thing.
No, they've been doing it for years. We're talking about the Darnell Racing Company's jet-powered truck. They put 3 engines, originally from U.S. Navy airplanes, on the back of a pickup truck. Not a pickup truck. It's like a semi. A cab of a semi truck, right? Giving it 36,000 horsepower. That made Dale cough. He was like, whoa, that's a lot. The truck can go 350 miles an hour with these jet engines on it.
Yeah.
And imagine this was just bound to happen, right?
Yeah.
It crashed at a Battle Creek, Michigan airplane show.
Did it crash or explode?
It exploded. It exploded during the aircraft show. He was racing 2 airplanes. They were flying. He was driving.
Yeah.
And the thing blew up, killing Chris Darnell. He and his father started the company. They own 3 of these damn trucks. Now, I guess only 2.
Only 2.
They lost their son. Do you think they'll continue doing it? When you lose your son in an explosion in such a stupid, dumb way.
You would think not.
I would think that they would pack it up.
Yeah.
Pack it up. Here's another thing. Speaking of packing and things that you could do that you really shouldn't do. Rich New Yorkers are getting surgery to avoid having to go to the bathroom.
This is just some rich people bullshit.
New York people who have money, they go out to the Hamptons. That's what you do in the summer. Between Memorial Day and Labor Day, you go out to the Hamptons. And I've never been to the Hamptons, but...
What's that drive?
It's like 4 hours.
Yeah.
But, traffic could make it longer.
Right.
The wealthier ones probably take a helicopter or something. There's no airport out there, so it's not like they can fly out there.
Speaking of that, getting anywhere in Manhattan is expensive. Just think of a cab ride from like JFK to the city, right?
Expensive.
Hundreds of dollars.
Could be, yeah.
Just a taxi cab could be hundreds of dollars. There is a woman who found there is like a Uber for helicopters.
Yeah.
And it cost her $225 to fly from JFK to Manhattan, and said that it is cheaper and took less time to get to Manhattan than it would have been if she got a taxi or an Uber.
Well, certainly less time. But you know, JetBlue does this now for their Mint class. You fly into JFK on Mint class, you can take a helicopter to Manhattan. It's part of the deal.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, she booked it on her phone. There's a thing, and they go from JFK to the city, and it was like $200 a person.
Fuck that shit. I'd rather walk. You know, I don't fly in helicopters.
I just thought the cost amount seemed kind of cool.
Cheaper than driving.
Yeah.
That seems weird to me, but I believe you.
You know that they put up if anytime you're at an airport, like you can be in Queens to get to the city for less, but as soon as you leave from the airport, they tack it up a lot.
Right. I think you could also take the train, and I think that's probably the most efficient way of doing it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that either.
Oh, no, I thought it was cool.
Let's just never fly into JFK. How about that? Anyway, a New York City urologist is saying that he's seen more patients requesting this procedure. It's basically bladder Botox. They inject Botox into your bladder so that you don't have the urge to pee as often. It's ridiculous. This is so they don't have to pull over on the drive from Manhattan out to the Hamptons.
It's just so stupid.
It's $20,000 too.
I actually think I can go 4 hours without having to pee.
There are other things you could for one thing, spend the $20,000 and put a little bathroom in your car. You know, go into one of those nice big vans with a little bathroom.
$20,000, you could take that helicopter.
I don't want to take the fucking helicopter. Anyway, this is not like it's a problem for us. I don't even know why we're talking about it. This is dumb.
This, my friends, is the Swish Edition. From their secret underground studio, this is the Swish Edition.
I got a mouthful for you guys.
Dale and Scott are in the studio on the mics, and they fired up the antenna.
It has to come whether you like it or not.
And if you're willing to show it, they'll take a picture of it.
I actually think I might throw it.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else in between, here are your new best friends. They're your hosts,
It's very exciting for me because this is the best show ever made.
Dale and Scott.
It says Dale and Scott, but I'm looking here at my Ford bill. It says, "Congratulations, Robert, on your new car." Also, my who is it? My what do they call those people at the casino? Casino host.
Yeah.
She's known me now for like going on 4 years. She still calls me Robert.
That is your name.
It's technically my first name, but I go by Scott. And how does my casino host not know my damn name?
Well,
it's crazy.
You're not the only person that they deal with.
Speaking, really? That can't be true. I don't have my own person. Speaking of, no, we're not. I don't know why I'm saying this. Let's do a little update on Breeze Airways. Let me start over. Hey, Dale, remember when we talked about Breeze Airways a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, man, it's pretty cool.
This is the founder, the guy who founded JetBlue, David Neeleman. He came up with this idea for Breeze, and he bought a bunch of 220s, Airbus 220s, and he's going to all these places that other airlines don't go to, which is really cool. And I said, how are they going to staff this? I mean, we already have a horrible pilot shortage in this country. How is he going to find pilots? And it's true. He can't find pilots.
Yeah.
They've already pushed back the launch dates of LAX, Norfolk, Virginia, Savannah, Georgia, Westchester, New York, and right here in Las Vegas. Las Vegas was supposed to start on August 5th. It's now pushed back to September 7th. I don't know where they're finding these pilots or flight attendants. I mean, I don't know. But they're going to be flying, supposedly, eventually going to be flying from here to Richmond, where we have friends. So, see how they go.
They'll get there.
Yeah. And speaking of working at an airport, and also something that I've been talking about on the show a lot, because I started talking about this way back when we lived in the DuPont Circle area of Washington, D.C., and I was always wondering why these women worked at the McDonald's around the corner from our house, and they were there for years and years and years and years and years and years. They worked there forever. But sometimes it pays off to work at a fast food place forever. A Burger King cook and cashier at the Burger King at LAS Airport We call it Las Vegas International Airport because we refuse to call it by its new name.
I really wish they quit naming shit after people.
After politicians, yeah. Anyway, Kevin Ford worked at the restaurant at LAS Airport for 27 years and never missed a day.
Good for him.
He never took a sick day and he never took vacation in 27 years. And what did he get? He got a gift bag. And his gift bag had a Starbucks tumbler, a bag of Reese's candy, and some Lifesavers candy. That's what he got for working 27 years without missing a day.
You know what? I feel like this is sad, but what do you expect?
I don't know. Well, apparently people were outraged. His daughter was outraged. His daughter went online and set up a GoFundMe page. And as of yesterday afternoon, when I wrote the script for today's show, 11,900 people had donated $359,000 to Kevin Ford. Isn't that amazing? Do you have to pay taxes on GoFundMe money?
I honestly don't know how it works. I don't know.
I mean, isn't that unbelievable?
It's crazy.
It's crazy, and they're still coming in. One of the donors was David Spade. Not David Spare. I wrote, and you were like, who the fuck is David Spare?
But I do like these kind of stories, and it makes me wish that we had more that we could do, like little fun, like just randomly give out.
We should.
Money
Why don't you
like
randomly
that.
give out your $1,300 that you won?
But my thing is that, yes, you are employed and they are your employer.
Right.
Your contract is you show up to work and you get paid, which you have done.
Well, you're saying, okay.
You shouldn't expect
You're saying
anything
Burger King
more.
didn't really need to do anything for him. He did his job and they paid him for it, right?
Exactly. He seems happy, I assume. He's been there for 27
He
years.
must have been happy working at the fucking Burger
Right.
King at the airport. Why would you? We've talked about that too. Why would you work at the Burger King at the airport when you could work at the Burger King closer to your house and you don't have to go through security to get to work?
Maybe it
Man, I
pays
don't
more.
understand that. It must pay more. Why would you put up with that?
I bet it does pay more because they're charging more.
Yeah. David Spade gave $5,000, by the way. I don't know if I said that.
Yeah.
Then I was thinking, what can we do a GoFundMe for? I mean, could we do a Swish Edition GoFundMe? Would people give us
No.
$359,000?
We're not sad sacks.
You speak for yourself. I'm a sad sack. I need money. We're missing Bill Maher this month because his HBO show is off for the month of July, which sucks because we really enjoy his show. Mm-hmm. I love his point of view on stuff, and I love his guests. We like watching it. Anyway, he was on Howie Mandel's podcast. Everyone has a podcast. Howie Mandel has his own fucking podcast. He was on there, and Bill Maher said that he is currently negotiating to do Tucker Carlson's show on Fox. So that's an interesting pair, the two of them. Don't you think?
Big time, because this is going to be very interesting to watch.
I will watch it. Bill Maher said he rejected the suggestion from Tucker Carlson that they only talk about stuff that they agree upon.
Stupid.
That's exactly what he said. He called it stupid. He said, no, we'll talk about everything. Come on, Tucker. Get some balls. You only want to talk about things that you agree upon?
Right.
Stupid.
I mean, he may regret, if this happens, he may regret it.
Tucker, not Bill.
Right.
No date has been set yet. Although many fans are asking Bill not to do it. They think it's going to be a shit show. I don't know. I think Bill Maher can hold his own against anybody.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. And I don't think you should shy away from certain things like this. But my only problem is, and it has nothing to do with Fox News in general, it's those three motherfuckers in the evening, which I don't think have any credibility. So you're giving credit to someone.
Right. You're by going on the show, you're giving them some legitimacy.
Right.
And Tucker Carlson has no legitimacy.
None. He just.
I mean, it's good for a laugh.
Weird
It's good for a laugh.
bullshit. All three of those motherfuckers in the evenings are just stupid.
I think your grandmother watches Tucker Carlson.
I'm sure, but she doesn't listen to this show.
Speaking of interview requests, the ultimate podcaster, Joe Rogan, admitted recently that Donald Trump's camp has repeatedly tried to get the ex-president on his show. And he says he has no interest in helping the man in any way. Either good or bad.
Wow.
Yeah. So the former president of the United States can't get on the most popular podcast in the entire world.
Surprised he doesn't have his own.
I'm sure that Joe Rogan would have any other president. He'd have Clinton, he'd have Obama, he'd have Bush, he'd have anybody else on except for Jimmy Carter's still. Yeah, Jimmy Carter's still kicking too. I guess we don't hear much about him anymore. In related news, we are not going to Treasure Island this Friday. You want to know why?
Why?
The former president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, is scheduled to visit the Las Vegas area on Friday to campaign for Adam Laxalt, who's running for Attorney General, and Sheriff Joe Lombardo, our sheriff right here in Clark County, who is running for governor of the state of Nevada.
I like him.
Yeah. But he's got Donald Trump on his side, so that could help him.
And of all places, fucking Treasure Island. I'm surprised this is not being held at the fucking Trump Hotel.
Well, let's not forget that the guy who owns Treasure Island also owns half of the Trump Hotel, and he is a big Republican. So of course it's at Treasure Island.
It's a shitty place because they say on their website they have a certain game and they don't.
I also wanted to go to Senor Frogs, and we went over there, and it was closed.
I know.
Anyway, the scheduled event is at 5 p.m. on Friday at Treasure Island. That means the strip is going to be a friggin' mess, y'all.
Nightmare.
Yeah, stay away from this place this weekend. Anyway, what the fuck? What the fuck about audiobooks? I know that most people, audiobooks and digital books, you guys probably don't know this, but if you buy a book from Amazon, an ebook, which I sell a lot of, all my books are available as ebooks. I don't have any audiobooks because that takes a lot of work. And I guess I could sit down and read them, but I could do the boy parts and you could do the girl parts. How about that? Anyway, people are able to return an ebook 7 days after they buy it.
Bullshit.
And authors are complaining to the company and saying, this is not fair.
When are people going to learn? You just
people
need to
can
get off
read the fucking
Amazon.
book and then return it.
Just get off of fucking Amazon.
The same thing with audio. You have several days before you can return. You could listen to the whole book, then return it for full refund.
Yeah.
And you know there's lots of fuckers out there who take advantage of that.
Of course.
There's one author
that ruin fucking everything.
This one author went on. She's been on for 11 years on the platform. It's called Kindle Direct Publishing. That's what I use to publish my books on Amazon. And she had a negative earnings balance because people returned the friggin' books. It's called stealing, people.
Yeah.
Just like libraries. Don't go to a library and get a book and read it and then bring it back. That is stealing. You need to buy the fucking book. I think libraries should be banned in this country. I don't get it. I hate libraries.
You do bring up a point because it's like a library is almost like a radio station, right? That you're able to listen to the song and it doesn't cost you anything. However,
cost you because you have to listen to commercials,
right? But the radio station is paying these royalties. So right. I do agree that like if your book was in a library, that it's not somehow electronically recorded that this book was taken out, and you get some sort of royalty.
I love you. That's exactly the way I think it should work, and that means that libraries wouldn't be free because the libraries then have to pass that fee on to the person who's checking the book out.
Right.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with you paying $1 to read my book, and then you bring it back. You don't get to keep it.
Yeah,
I should get I should get at least $1 for everyone that reads my damn book. How is it fair that the library buys one copy of my book and then loans it out to 1,000 people? That's fucked up.
I've never thought of that.
That's why I hate libraries. I don't even understand why it's even a thing. And you can get movies and albums and stuff and CDs too.
I know, but I did have a library card growing up.
Me too, and I spent a lot of time at the library. But now that I'm an author with books out there, I don't like libraries. I'll tell you the truth. I don't think any of my books are at libraries.
I mean,
I'd be really surprised if I walked into a library and found one of my books.
But there was a very small time in my life growing up where that's where you go and get on the internet.
Sure.
That's where you went to get on the computer.
That's where I went to look for naked pictures in
National Geographic.
Oh, yeah. National Geographic and there are other books and stuff. Yeah. Or go and read passages in books that you weren't allowed to bring home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, there are some companies out there that still love their employees. And Dale and I have been to this place. It's called the Live Casino. It's kind of halfway between Baltimore and Washington, D.C. They gave 100 of their employees, picked at random, a 15-minute shopping spree at a local Costco for the casino's 10th anniversary. Each employee had one cart, 15 minutes, and as much shit as they could fit in that cart, they got to keep.
You know, when you think about it,
and the casino paid the bill.
It's sometimes not a lot because things in Costco come in very large packages.
I know, but you should have seen. Did you see the video? Have you seen the pictures?
No.
I mean, some of these people had like 10 feet tall. No one could help them. They had to do it by themselves.
Right.
But people got TVs, rugs, computers,
I would have got
wine.
Machine.
Oh, I would have gone for all. If I knew it was coming up, I would have gone to Costco the day before.
Yes,
and scoped it out.
And that way, you know where to go.
I would know exactly where to go and what to get.
Because Costco's are fucking busy, and so if you have like 10 people running around a fucking store along with the regular customers, that could be
no, it was closed. It was they did this whole thing. They did this whole thing, but while the store was closed.
Perfect.
Yeah, so it was only the 100.
Like, why didn't people get jewelry? Like, I would have just took everything from the jewelry counter.
Right.
Like, I want everything.
Right.
I want everything.
I wonder if there was anything that was off limits.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe alcohol was off limits.
Because they sell some expensive fucking jewelry.
They do.
I mean, there's like $10,000 pieces of jewelry.
Wait, why not go to the travel desk and get a cruise?
No, I want something I can fucking resell. I'd go to the jewelry counter and say, box it up. I want it all.
Right. You could fit a lot of jewelry in a, cart.
Damn right.
One person got a lifetime supply of tissues, which makes no fucking sense at all. Who the fuck goes for the tissues?
I feel like that when you're given an opportunity like that,
you freak out.
You panic.
You panic and
like
you get
you
stupid
could go
shit.
the day before. You could go every day for the week before. As I'm going to get this, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get this.
Still fuck it up.
And then when they say go, you're just going to fuck it up because you're too goddamn excited. And you want to make sure you can get everything. You're just going to fuck it up.
Yeah, like with my luck, I'd get like 5,000 sleeves of Lifesavers, which I fucking hate. I hate hard candy. But that's what I'd come home with. And peanut butter. I'd probably come home with a jug of peanut butter that I can't eat. Oh, my God. All right, so I got a lightning round. There's so many things to talk about this week, and I know that Dale does not allow me to go over 30 minutes. So here's the lightning round. You ready for the lightning round before we take a break?
Ready.
Adele has lost her fucking mind. She said this week that she can't be bought and she will not be owned, which is why she canceled the Las Vegas residency.
So just a real quick note that I have on this, and I have not read this article, but it feels like that she has felt attacked because these responses are weird,
are insane,
and don't match. No one's trying to fucking buy you. You signed a fucking contract, do the fucking show.
Right, exactly.
That's what they're trying to tell you.
I know. She's crazy.
Stupid bitch.
It's a PR nightmare for her. Howard Stern wants to run for president, and he's decided that he wants Bradley Cooper to be his running mate.
God, you talk about a person who can just say anything out of his mouth. That would just be the opposite version of what we had before.
Could he be any worse than Donald Trump?
I don't know. He said some crazy shit.
We've never had a Jewish person as president, so that would be interesting. R. Kelly got 30 years in prison for being a total shit.
Oh my God! Speaking of that,
is that long enough for how shitty he's been to people?
I don't know, but someone on TikTok said that instead of saying when you got to go to the bathroom, a number 1 or number 2. Is someone's gonna say that either got to do a R. Kelly or an Amber Heard because they were shit in the bed.
What did R. Kelly do?
Pee on people.
Oh, he peed on people. I'm gonna start using that. I usually say I have to go to a meeting.
Like I got to do an R. Kelly or I got to do an Amber Heard.
Hey, Melissa turned me on to this. There's a new Cheez-It Tostado. Tostado? Is that how you say that?
I guess.
At Taco Bell. It's a giant Cheez-It that's about 5 inches by 5 inches, and then they put all their shit on top of it.
Ooh.
Does that sound good to you?
A little bit.
Yeah. It's available right now.
I could see that with like I don't know, ground beef.
Yeah. It's all the shit that's in all their stuff. It's ground beef and the cheese and the lettuce and all the stuff.
Sour cream. It could work.
Yeah.
It could work.
And then there's a new company it's an ice cream company called Salt and Straw. They have some fucked up flavors. We've talked about fucked up flavors on the show before. They have a goat cheese Marionberry habanero.
I don't know what a fucking Marionberry is, except for the DC
Marionberry. Yeah.
Is that who they're referring to? Goat cheese Marionberry?
No, I actually spelled it right. It's a Marionberry. I don't know what it is either. They also have a pear and blue cheese ice cream and a strawberry honey balsamic.
Other than it being ice cream, I feel like that if you put sliced pears and blue cheese,
yeah, that would be very
bowl,
good.
I feel like that could be good.
I thought you hated blue cheese.
Oh, I can't stand it.
Oh,
but I feel like it could go together.
I think they do go together.
And also the strawberry honey balsamic, I feel like that sweet and that very strong flavor of balsamic could work.
So maybe we should go.
But I don't know if you want an ice cream. Like I could see that on a salad.
Yeah.
Like if you put some, what are those long pieces of leafy greens? They're kind of stalky.
Basil?
No,
Broccoli.
No, you put these in a salad, but they're stalky. Like you can actually. Anyway, that with strawberry and some balsamic, that could actually be a really good salad.
Okay. Well, we'll try it. If you can figure out what the stalky thing is, I'll buy it.
Yeah, they're not really leafy, but they're a little leafy, but they have a little stalk that you don't.
Endive. No.
Okay, moving on.
Anyway, Melissa may has been to a Salt and Straw ice cream company because they have one in downtown Disney. So. They're all over the West Coast, and anyway, it's $17 a pint. It's very expensive ice cream.
Well, speaking of expensive shit, what is your? So the thing was I was in the mood for some cookies. So there's a local Las Vegas cookie company called POTUS.
Yeah, and
I want to say, and they're shaped like a hockey puck.
Mm-hmm.
It almost feels like it's probably 4 cookies in one.
It's big. Yeah,
it's a lot of cookie.
Yeah.
But so what is your final verdict? Did you just absolutely just not like them?
I thought they were too big and too pucky. I don't need a puck as a cookie. I want a cookie that I can eat in a couple bites. And this was a job to get through that cookie.
It was.
It was a job.
It was. It's a lot of cookie.
It's a lot of cookie.
The next one I'm going to go get is crumble cookies.
You're going to try all the cookie places in the valley?
But the one with crumble is that they have 4 new flavors every week. And this past week was key lime pie.
Oh, that could be good.
And it came...
That's a good summer
It came
flavor.
with like a white frosting and I think a gummy key lime. Mm-hmm. Lime on the top. So we'll go get some.
All right. Sounds good. And then we'll report back.
Yes.
You're listening to Swish Edition.com.
You like that?
It's been a long time since I've heard that.
I know. We should do a little entertainment section here.
Are they still alive?
Yes, they're still performing. Kinsey 6. That was the Kinsey 6. They recorded that. I still think it's so cool. We did an interview with them in Washington, D.C. right before they did a show.
We were at the JCC.
That's right. The Jewish Community Center. Interviewed them on stage. It was pretty cool. And they just did that song for us off the top of their head. They did not rehearse it or anything. Yeah. It just kind of came together and we were recording. So
that was back when we were doing interviews and we asked everyone to do like a Swish Edition
tagline or something. Yeah.
Tag thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah. We have some fun ones. We have like Margaret Cho saying, "Hi everyone, I'm Margaret Cho and you're listening to the Swish." How come we don't play those?
There should be quite a few of them.
Maybe we should play them.
But they're old.
I'd have to find them.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're here somewhere. Anyway, Taron Egerton. Did I said his name right?
I think so.
He is in talks to play Wolverine, taking over the role from Hugh Jackman.
Oh, it's much better looking.
And he's a little apprehensive about it, he says, because he thinks Hugh Jackman did such a great character, did such a great job with the character. And I agree with him. I mean, Hugh Jackman was amazing.
It is one of those things that, someone who's played that character for so long, that it could completely be lost and just not work.
Well, it's like, look at all the people that played Batman and all the people that have played Superman. I mean, these characters have to keep going, so they have to find new people to do it.
Right.
And Hugh Jackman's getting up there, so I would rather see him. I think he could be a good James Bond. I've said that before, but I would also like to see him do another Kingsman movie because he just did the 2 Kingsman movies, and I would love to see another Kingsman.
I
movie.
would love to see him. I think he could do a really decent James Bond.
Yeah, I think so too. And speaking of James Bond. This news came out since the last time we talked to you guys. Producer Barbara Broccoli says that the next 007 movie is at least 2 years away from even starting production. So we're not going to get a James Bond till 2025.
Yeah.
She says they want to take their time and reinvent Bond. That's her exact words, reinvent Bond. A statement that has scared the shit out of a lot of people.
It's going to be a woman.
We don't need to reinvent Bond. We've said that until I'm blue in the face. Many of the super fans comments I've read online says they want them to go back to the 1950s or the 60s and do Ian Fleming books proud. Go back and do the original James Bond. Yeah. Go back and do it. And I think I love that idea.
Because I think I'm not a James Bond fan, but I think one of the coolest things was like you have written here, the little gadgets.
Yeah.
And the little weird
It's got to be about gadgets. It's got to be about pretty women and having sex with them and randomly in hotel rooms when she's trying to kill him.
Yeah.
And it's got to be about the clothes, and it's got to be about the martinis, and it's got to be about the cars, and they need to go back and do it. And the Russians need to be the bad guys, which of course they are again now, so that works. I would love to see that. I would love to see them do.
That could be cool.
I think it would be very cool. I hope she's listening to people. The new Ghostbusters movie has a date. It's slated for December 20th, 2023. Bringing back most of the cast from the last movie. What was it called? Afterlife?
Afterlife. Yeah.
Also, that same day, December 20th, 2023, is also when Rogue Squadron is coming out, the sequel to Rogue One, which I thought was one of the best Star Wars movies of late.
Yeah.
Yeah, love that. Did you know that the 4 Ghostbuster movies have made Sony just shy of $1 billion? That's why they're making another one.
Yeah, no. Because I think it's a franchise that I love, and it hasn't been done to death. So I think, and it's been so long since
there was a huge break between 3
it's been
and
so
4.
long, right?
Yeah.
So, and I did like Afterlife.
I loved it. It was very entertaining.
It was entertaining. I thought it could be a little more.
It was a little slow.
Yes, the pace was a little slow, but I'm excited about this next one because it did confirm that it's going to take place back in a firehouse, back in New York City.
Yeah, I like that. That's very good. So,
like you said, Bill Murray has got a lot of controversy going on. So, just fuck up anything.
He'll survive.
I just think they just do it.
Yeah. Also, Ghostbusters animated series is coming to Netflix. I didn't know that was happening. Did you?
No.
Yeah. So.
Well, this won't be the first animated one. There
was one back in the
cartoon,
80s. Yeah.
You know who they should remake? They should remake Alf.
They will, DL. They're remaking everything.
They should come to Disney. They should have Alf.
Speaking of,
no, maybe not Disney. Maybe they bring him to like Netflix and make him more foul mouth.
Make him dirty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he eat? What did he eat?
Cats.
He ate cats. Yeah.
He ate cats.
Yeah. Speaking of old is new again, Tony Danza and Alyssa Milano have signed up for a reboot of Who's the Boss? Do you remember that show?
Yes.
It ran from 1984 to 1992. But it also had Judith Light in it, who we most recently saw in The Murder of Gianni Versace. She was in that.
Yeah.
She's been in a bunch of stuff. She's really a great actress.
Yeah.
She's
Is she on Broadway?
Yeah. I think she can do everything. She does drama. She does comedy. She does everything. And I love her to death, but I don't think she's involved in this reboot. Anyway, it's going to be on Amazon's Freevee. Do you know what Freevee is? I keep seeing ads for it.
I have no idea.
I don't know what it is either.
I can't tell you the last time we even turned on Netflix.
Yeah.
Except for you to watch
Amazon.
that.
Amazon, not Netflix.
Oh, Amazon.
Amazon's Freevee.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
And Norman Lear's involved. So if Norman Lear's involved, it's probably going to be good. Hey, speaking of old is new again, part 2. Did you see that Magnum PI was canceled by CBS, but then picked up by NBC? NBC saved the day.
Yeah, you told me about this.
Yeah, so it was 4 seasons on CBS. It had great ratings. My mom and dad love it. They watch it every week. I've seen like 1 or 2 episodes. I saw the one that Aisha Tyler was on. Anyway, it's been saved for 2 more 10-episode seasons. So they're doing kind of half seasons. And Jay Hernandez, who we loved in Bad Mom and Bad Mom Christmas. He played...
Yeah, he was in the Christmas... Yeah.
Yeah. He plays Thomas Magnum in the new rebooted show. And he was thanking fans on this online video. And he said one of the fans paid for a Times Square billboard to get the show saved.
That ain't cheap.
Who the fuck loves a show that much that they're going to buy a billboard in New York City? It's probably the most expensive billboards in the entire world.
Has to be.
in Times Square, right?
Has to be.
Crazy. Just to get your fucking favorite show. I was upset when Dynasty reboot was canceled, but I didn't buy no damn billboard to bring it back.
Hell to the no.
I didn't even write a letter. Maybe I should have wrote a letter. And then one of our shows that we have enjoyed over the years watching and rewatching is Reba. You ever watch that sitcom, Reba? We liked it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Reba McEntire and Melissa Peterman, who played Barbara Jean on Reba, they're reuniting to play sisters in an upcoming Lifetime movie. But I wish they'd reboot Reba. I think a Reba in the 21st century would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was kind of just stupid funny. I don't know if they can go back to that.
Well, and they would need, what's his name? The guy that was on Shameless, too, because he was he was the funniest thing about that show.
He's big time now.
Well, and he's got a new show coming out. He's got True Lies coming out.
Steve Howie?
Yeah. He's gonna
like that, right?
He's taking over. He's doing True Lies. He's going to play the Arnold Schwarzenegger part in that new True Lies show.
Yeah.
And the final piece of entertainment news, Cameron Diaz has unretired. She's going to come back and make an action comedy with Jamie Foxx for Netflix, a movie.
Fun times.
Yeah, she's been not working for several years now, I guess. She's married to one of those Good Charlotte guys, you know.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name, but yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Can you look at the clock here?
Yeah.
Look what we did. 36 minutes. Jeez. Are you happy?
No, it's 6 minutes over.
I got it down by 10 minutes this week. Hey, is this poetic justice or not? A South African wildlife trophy hunter who regularly posted photos of himself with the bodies of giraffes, lions, and elephants has been killed. He was shot to death near his car in eastern South Africa, and they don't know who did it. He was 55 years old and owner and founder of Pro Hunt Africa, a group that organizes paid hunting trips for its customers.
It's actually horrible because I understand that those types of trips, they actually go out and like have the animal kind of just already there. It's not hunting. It's all, they're like, they can't get anywhere.
It's awful.
Yeah, it's horrible.
This is the kind of shit that the Trump kids do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate it. I mean, if you need to feel good about yourself by killing a fucking giraffe, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
So nobody feels bad that this guy was killed.
No.
Except maybe his wife. Anyway, in February, to the frustration of people like us and wildlife groups around the world, the South African government announced an increase in the quota. So they're going to allow more elephants, rhinos, leopards, giraffes to be hunted and killed.
Horrible.
It's fucking ridiculous. Write your congressman. I mean, that won't help. This is South Africa. So all of our South African friends, they should do something about that.
Exactly.
All right, we love you. We'll talk to you next week. Bye.
As someone's gonna say, that either got to do a R. Kelly or an Amber Heard.